In this video, we're going to go from standard form to factored form. And then we're going to do our graphing to review what we did on Friday. So the new part is going to be on the calculator on using Polysmalt 2. Every problem, there's going to be 3 of them, we're going to have this information. So we're going to have the problem given, so go ahead and write that. And then we're going to have a new y equals that we're going to fill in here. We're going to write the zeros, the degree, and the end behavior. And we're going to do 3 of these. Go ahead and draw a graph also. Give you a minute to do these things. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is you're going to go and you're going to hit Apps, and we're going to do Polysmalt. Now you're going to pick Polysmalt 2. I have to pick Polysmalt. So here's what you want to have happen. Okay. You're going to pick the poly root finder number 1, and you want to make sure on yours that A plus BI is selected. So make sure the A plus BI piece, make sure that is highlighted. Alright, so highlight that for me. Okay. You're going to pick for this first one, degree will be 3, so we put 3 there. And now we'll type in the numbers. So it's going to be a 1, a -5, -4, and 20. And hit solve. And there are our answers. So -2, 2, and 5. And that's all you'll need a calculator for. Those are our zeros. Well, there's a 1 in front here, so we don't have to really worry about that. So we're going to write 3 parentheses for 3 zeros. And we have already learned how to put those back in. So this will be +2, -2, and -5. Now, since each of them happened once, they'll each be a pass-through. Remember that. So we'll graph those over here, -2, +2, and 5. And then we're going to have 3 passes. So we know that. And the rest is just the review from Friday. So x to the 3rd, we already actually have the degree. It's right there. Positive leading coefficient. So you remember on your chart, left goes up, right goes down. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Down, and then up on your chart. Positive and an odd degree. So this will be -infinity and positive infinity. So find your point farthest to the left, and let's do -infinity. Find your point farthest to the right, and let's do positive infinity. And then each of these are just passed through, so we just have to pass each of them through. And that is our answer. Okay, you go ahead and see the second question. So you want to go ahead and write the second question. It's right here. Draw a line and go ahead and write zeros, degree, and behavior, and put your axes. I'll give you a minute or so to do that. Alright, once there's a 3 in front, I will say this you need to write first. So it's going to be 3 and then some parentheses. The leading coefficient always needs to go in the front. So now we're going to go to main, polyroot finder, and let's put in 4. And now we'll put a 3 in for x to the 4th, 9, negative 54, and then there's nothing at x or no number on the end, so we put zeros in. Always make sure everybody's in order and gets in the right spot. Hit solve, and it looks like we've got 0, 0, 3, and negative 6. So, what does that mean? Well, it means since these happened twice, that's a bounce. This is still a pass, and this is a pass. So, 0, remember we talked about you can put in 0 minus, 0 plus. We're going to put a square on it because it happens twice. X minus 3, and then x plus 6. And you put it in factored form. That's the new material. So let's go over here and put 0, 3, negative 6. Our degree is x to the 4th. Our leading coefficient is positive. So if you look at your chart, even degree, positive, that means up and up. So positive infinity and positive infinity. These are both going to go up and up. And then we'll just finish it up like we did the other day. At negative 6, it's supposed to pass. So we'll pass through and connect. At 0, though, it's supposed to bounce. So it's going to go back down and then up. And that's your whole answer. Remember, once we get the zeros, all this is review material. The part that's new is this one little piece right here. And PolySmalt does that for you. Alright, the last one, I'll give you a minute or so to write down. Here it is. Draw a line. Alright, let's go ahead and write 2 down. And then we'll type this in. So main, polyroot finder, 5, 2, negative 10, negative 10, 90, nothing in x's spots, we'll put 0, negative 216. We'll do solve. Take it a few minutes. Yours might be quicker. Alright, so we got these ugly decimals. Yours might be nicer answers because your calculators are newer. But we have like negative 1.99 is actually negative 2. And so is this. This is negative 2. So we have negative 2 twice. And then that's 3 because of rounding error. And 2.99 and 2.99 both will give you 3 also. So it looks like we have 3 times. If for some reason your calculator is giving an I, just kind of ignore it. These would all round to 3. Alright, these happen twice, so that's a bounce. And this happens 3 times, so that's a pass-through. So this will be x plus 2, and we'll put a 2 on it for twice. And x minus 3, and we'll put a 3 on it for 3 times. And that's it. The rest is the same. So negative 2, positive 3. We have x to the 5th. That's an odd degree, but the number in front is 2, so it's positive. So I think we're down and up again. That is on the chart on the in your notebook. Down and up. So down and up. At -2 it's going to bounce, and at 3 it's going to pass through. So it'll look like that. So once you get polysmalt done and you get your answers, you're going to write those down over here. And everything else is just review. So what you're going to do on the other paper is you have the same problem. You're going to fill in your y equals, list your zeros, in behavior left and right based on your degree, and then you're going to do your graph. That'll go on page 22 in your notebook, and then make sure you turn your notebook in before you leave.